everyone, and welcome to the Tipsy Realtor. It's the three of us now because season 3 means 3 agents. That's how we roll.
Yes, some of you met Victoria last episode, and now she is back for more. She loved it so much.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, exactly. Who doesn't love drinking on a Wednesday?
Yeah,
I know, especially on a day like this. We had all the problems getting here, driving through the snow, and getting technology started. It's went on vacation today.
Exactly.
So,
but we're here.
Yeah, we're here. So if we get lost in somewhere in the clouds, sorry, but we'll be back. And we are talking today about horses and carriages.
Horses and carriages. We're going to talk about Carriage Home, and we're going to drink a drink called the Horse and Carriage, which, believe it or not, there's lots of recipes online that you can make a big, huge punch bowl of this if you're having a party, but we're going to do it individually per drink. But of course, if you do look online, it does have a recipe to make a mass quantity of it for all of your guests as they come over to your house.
Yeah, hence, if you don't know, if you see all the bottles, we have tons of bottles here because you probably can make different recipes. You don't put all of them in one. Okay. Right.
But at least we have some tea.
Yes.
Exactly.
There's some tea in it, so it's very hydrating.
Pretending,
Okay, well, then take us through the recipe.
Okay, so the recipe is actually kind of interesting in the way that we're going to start making it in the beautiful Fifth and Vermouth mixing.
Crystal mixer?
Yeah, with the straw. So we're going to start with a little bit of sugar with citrus. So basically all I did is I took the rind off of a lemon and I put it into some sugar and then mixed it all together.
It smells delicious.
It
I would
does.
eat it probably with a spoon.
And then you're going to put a little bit of that in here, just an itsy bitsy, not too much.
Okay.
And then you're going to do the 1 ounce of gin. Now, I actually have two different kinds because honestly, I couldn't decide. So one is Confluence Pink Gin and the other one is Burwood Distillery Gin. And Burwood Distillery Gin is kind of cool because this one is flavored. So you can see that there's a ton of flavored gins out there.
Mandarin orange?
Yeah, and cranberry. So that's kind of if you wanted a little bit of kind of a festive thing in there. So I'm actually going to go for the mandarin and cranberry, but I've made theirs actually with the Confluence Pink.
Yeah, and so Confluence Pink Gin, it has a little bit of grapefruit notes. It is a local company, distillery. Did you just spill that?
I did. Sorry.
Did you just miss the glass?
We just started a bit.
Oh my God. Yes, so the Confluence is distillery located in Calgary. It's local, so they have vodka as well. You can try it.
This is the lemon juice.
Yeah, so we're adding some freshly squeezed lemon, some Contro. Is that how you say it?
Contrenou.
Oh.
Contrenou. We emptied the bottle. Look at that. Tried putting it on my Alexa list, and she just kept putting everything but Contrenou on the Alexa list, so I just gave up. And Saint Germain, which is a beautiful liqueur. I love the smell of this liqueur.
Yeah, this is I don't know, third time we're using it in our drink, and as it discovers a lot of cocktails actually called for Saint Germain. So,
and then this is chamomile tea, which I brewed in
advance.
Don't add
too much, you have to measure that out.
Exactly. Why break down the alcohol?
That's right. So chamomile tea.
And then mix it all together. And then you're going to put it into a rocks glass, but you can really put it in any glass as long as you can put ice cubes in there because you want it with ice. And you're going to pour it in there.
Ooh, leave some space for champagne. Yeah.
And then you're going to top it with champagne or sparkling wine, which we use champagne in the last drink.
Yes.
So if you have any left over from that, you can.
I drank that
and we
later
have a
that
beautiful
day.
decoration with dried orange.
That's
and
right.
Yeah.
Throw it in. So yeah, you can. We have the dried oranges. I like dried oranges better. Sometimes it's easier to do that. And then you can even, if you want, top it off with a little bit of nutmeg and a very festive drink.
Wow. Okay. So Victoria, why don't you
take a look at that?
Okay. Oh my God. Robin makes them really full.
Why don't I get this champagne?
Cheers. Yeah, it's so beautiful. Look how beautiful they are.
See?
You guys can see it.
That would be lovely. Here.
My rose petals
will make us bigger.
Oh my God. No, don't make us bigger. Okay, let's try this.
They're spilling everywhere. Hang on. Offset for a second.
This is delicious.
This is lovely.
It is nice, isn't it? And it's really pretty to look at. Like, it's got a really kind of pretty look to it.
It doesn't feel like a gin. Is there actually?
Yeah. I'm going to take one of the straws. Just because. Oh, that
The mix in flavors is so good.
yeah. I was not sure about the nutmeg part with this drink, but it works really well.
You know what's funny though is I thought it would have a stronger citrus taste to it.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
taste the tea at all though
you
either.
need to
Mix?
let's mix it
Okay.
because all the
Give me
booze is
this.
on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
But
Thank
it's so
you.
pretty. I like
It
all
is
the rose
nice.
petals and this like the spice floating and the orange.
Okay, let's talk about carriage houses.
Carriage houses. Wow.
Yes.
Carriage houses are kind of a cool thing, but the big thing
I'm
you
here
have
for
to
the
know.
drinks.
She's here for the drinks.
Yeah, it's really good.
The big thing,
Like too many of us now.
but the big thing you have to know about carriage houses is what exactly are they? So a carriage house is basically a home that's over top of your garage that is like a suite or an apartment, and not all areas in Calgary are zoned for it. So the first thing you got to find out is, are you zoned to have a carriage house before you put one in? But obviously there's an increase in value because you are putting a secondary residence detached from your home over your garage. So it does have to be on a detached garage. And it is
On
adding
supportive
value.
foundation.
Absolutely.
So it has to be a supportive foundation. So you can't just
And
put.
you can do it in an existing garage. Actually, is not allowed.
Well,
you need to demolish it.
Well,
so
to get the all permits because it has to be the certain foundation.
right. So if we have a certain foundation, you can build it on. But most of our garages, you're right, they are just a concrete slab, which is not good enough to support the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's all about the proper foundation. Some of the actually older garages, especially the ones that been digged into the hill, they have actually a proper foundation. Yeah. So you can build on top of them. So it has to make sense. It has to meet the code. So it's not just something you build because you decide on. Definitely you have to do the permits. You have to apply to City of Calgary. In terms of zoning, you will be surprised how many areas in Calgary actually allow it. And even though if you're not zoned, because of the city has that high density program, they want to have more people living in inner city and kind of less the spread of Calgary. There's a lot, if it makes sense for the community and if your neighbors are not against it, most likely you will get approved.
But you're right. The actual most foundations on a garage are not built, but I have seen people, which I think is kind of cool, especially in areas where carriage houses were kind of a thing, is they actually had their foundation to their garage pre-built and ready in case they ever wanted to put a carriage house.
Yeah,
so it
and it's kind of becoming like more popular these days. Like you will be surprised how many builders in Calgary now is building. So one of the cool parts, getting your new home built with a carriage garage, it's a little bit more money because you're building a little bit more sophisticated home than you would do it on already kind of existed area. But the builder applies for everything, gets the permits done, gets the approvals done. It's like less headache for you. It's part of gonna be like architectural control. So
the average price of this around 150 grams.
Yeah, 100 to 250, depending on what you're looking for.
It depends. Like the Garrison Green ones are really nice.
They are.
So you have a million plus home. So those garages were 250 to 300, just so you guys know.
Well, and something to think about too, when you're looking at putting in these carriage houses and stuff like that, is you want to think about what's the cost of putting them in. How is it going to benefit me? It does give you a more private backyard, but it does have a lot more of a looming presence in your backyard as well. So you have that big wall because it's a garage with a suite up top. And that definitely is something to think about, more privacy, but you are backing onto a 2-story structure behind your home. So if there is any sort of view, it's going to go away. So those are things to think about, but it is a big cost. It's not cheap to build one, but you know what? It's
but let's talk about why we like them. Because I like them a lot.
Wait, though. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than buying a new condo.
Yes.
So if you have a grandma,
in-laws, it could be a really amazing accommodation feature for the part of your family.
It's not just like it's not just like income. We all love the income revenue properties. It's and it was, I think maybe that's where it started up, especially in Vancouver, where it's very highly developed. to help them to pay with the bills, but their prices are pretty much triple what Calgary prices are. Yeah. So I understand that part. But in Calgary, I think a lot of people look at it as, yes, my mom and dad's gonna live there. My older son or daughter, especially the university students.
Yeah. Or you can have a guest house instead of guest room. So exactly. It will give you some privacy.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Well, and I knew one lady who wanted to use it to run her home-based business out of. So she had a home-based business. Yes. Instead of having it inside her house because she had clients coming to see her there, she wanted to have it separated from the house. So there's a lot of different uses that you can use an apartment.
Because I think a lot of people only sometimes when they think about carriage houses, they think right away revenue property, tenants, strange people living there, right? But it's not. Like, I think a lot of people start realizing how amazing they are to help them to accommodate the family members and the guests and all the kids and
or even workplace if we consider how much time we
spend
you
should get a carriage house like with you so we don't go in your basement anymore. Or like, you know, like looking at
I think that the park people are going to have a problem with a carriage house. You got more land, you do it.
All right. Well, meeting in Chestermere from now on.
So, but I agree. There's a lot of great reasons to have a carriage house. They certainly do increase your value. I would say I do think that they increase your value more than like the $250,000 that it would cost to develop the carriage house. Because when we're looking at houses without carriage houses versus houses with carriage houses, there always is hundreds of thousands of dollars in difference to do that. But it is a process to get it. And the process obviously can take time. It can take up to 4 months to get your permits from whatever municipality. It can take up to 6 to 9 months to build the project from start to finish. But you can finance it as part of a mortgage. So it's called a purchase plus improvements mortgage. So you can add it into your mortgage. Sorry, I'm putting your drink.
It's okay, you spilled everything on my phone already.
I know. But it's great that way.
If Robert doesn't spill, it's not a show.
It's a day. It's a day. I spent half an hour to drive.
It's our backstage.
Exactly. I spent half an hour to drive around Hidden Valley Drive today. That's like took me half an hour. And I didn't even get to where I was going because I came home because it was so bad out there.
I was like, I'm out of here. I'm going home.
I was driving from south here. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So, so it's a process, it's money, but it has multiple purpose. It does help with the income. Is it if you want to, instead of people living in your basement that we get so used to in Calgary, right?
Or you could Airbnb it.
I love Airbnb. Actually, you know what? I have friends who actually have one of the carriage houses they build within your home. And during COVID, every time somebody got sick, that's where they went to Italy. So nice. They had a nice beautiful. Yeah, that's where
you could also build it, and it could be the dog house. Or or
the husband.
You're like, bye bye.
Yeah.
Just joking.
You go.
Love my
Actually,
husband.
I think I would probably go to carriage house because I would like my own personal space.
You could make it a wine room where you go with your girlfriends and just drink wine. Oh my god. Parent space. That would be so great.
It's like you know the tree house for adults.
An adult tree house.
Oh my god,
that is awesome.
We get see.
My gosh.
And those even purposes were not on a website anywhere. See, we should create our own list of things why you need a carriage house.
Actually, you know what? If you can think of another proper family-oriented reason to use a carriage house, please feel free. Comment below all the different reasons that you can think of what you would use your carriage house
and
for.
We'll make a TikTok video about it.
Oh, that would be fun. There you go.
We're full of great ideas today, but talking about great ideas and being full of it, we have a prize to give away. Yes.
This is your first prize show.
Okay, let's first show what we are showing today. Yes. You have to come back to the video.
Yes. Just taking.
So
we have this set here.
Special set, 2 rock glasses.
Cubes, rock cubes.
Yep.
Yeah.
A really fancy one.
Really fancy. And really, really good if you want to give it away for Christmas. Or you want to keep it for yourself because there's nothing wrong with keeping things for you.
So that's for the October. We put a whole bunch of names in from Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook. Some of you entered more than once. So amazing.
Thank you so much. Liked and shared our show.
Yeah, it was spinning.
Spinning. Ooh.
gonna be live.
It's alive.
What's that? Oh, who is it?
I don't know.
Jodina Rogers
Nice.
from Instagram account. That's why the name looks weird. Congratulations, Jodina.
Wow.
I'm gonna do a sweep. All right.
Now, next till November.
Okay,
I know we have no mustaches yet. We'll grow them slowly over the month.
So we
I
have,
just waxed mine.
we have two Moscow Mule mugs here.
From Fifth and Vermouth, one of our favorite bar wear in Calgary.
On
local.
top of that, it comes with this. With pizza tray.
Yeah. So you can have pizza and Moscow Mules because it's November.
Yes. So we're talking about like manly topics, manly drinks. Hopefully, I don't know.
Speaking of manly topics, next week we are doing the French Blonde Falling for the Wrong House.
Oh la la.
Sensational.
Yes. And so, you guys.
Oh, sorry.
So
hang on.
new prize, right?
New prize. New month.
A new month, new topics, new cocktails.
And
how me with mustache?
We're slowly growing our mustaches over the month.
We'll do the mustache later.
At
the end of the month. At the end of the month, we'll show you what we grown.
Yeah.
And
watch all month to watch us grow our mustaches.
Please like, share, tag your friends, invite your friends to watch our show to win the prize. And learn about cocktails and real estate. You can obviously get us to see us live on Facebook, Instagram.
There's a little bit of education in every show.
You never know what you get. It's LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok. So we available on all social media platforms. Every time you like, share, tag your people, show some love on any social media platform.
And you get a blonde, brunette, and a redhead.
Going into the bar. And you should, again, comment below what is it supposed to see. Like, we just,
we're
great
full of
ideas.
It's been one of those days that
yes, you can see we're almost finished.
It went down easy.
It was a beautiful cocktail. I'm gonna make
I actually really liked it. I'm going to look up all these different recipes.
We're going to go for second round.
I'm going to make this for Clint tonight when he gets home. I think this is a nice one.
It's way better from last time.
Last time was
last week was horrible. All right. So next week.
And next week, so blondes, wrong house, and
although we have nothing personally against French blondes, but Russian blondes are okay, but French blondes are not.
Just no French. Woo. And if you guys are thinking about selling, buying a property, you can still give us a call.
Her name is on there now. Anna, Robin, and Victoria.
Wonderful.
She's official.
You're official. It took me like at least a season to get my name on it. Like, she didn't like me so much. Please call us with all your questions about real estate. We'd love to answer them. We'd love to plan, even if you're not planning to sell this year, but thinking about next year already.
Absolutely.
That's a good time to start asking the right question. When to sell next year, how to get my house ready. Should I be thinking about selling my house over the holidays? Why not? We did cover that topic, I think, last year.
We did.
But you know what? You might not, if you have not seen the show, and every year is different because it's Calgary.
Yeah.
It's never the same real estate. So that's why it's never boring. Give us a call.
Now, the one thing I will want to say, because obviously this is something that we've been seeing a lot of lately, and we always want to bring up more current issues. If you are looking for contractors for your home, please phone us, no matter what it is, no matter what kind of contractor, and whether you're selling or not. And the reason being is because we as realtors have access to engage 5,500 agents in Calgary to figure out who the best contractors are. And we get the good contractors and we know who the bad contractors are. And as realtors, other than home builders, we are probably the people who refer out the most amount of contractors in Calgary. So please, if you have contractors that you're looking for your house, please phone us. Please ask us for a referral because we will make sure the ones that you're getting and you're working with are fabulous and have great work ethic and give great customer service. But there's no question too small ever for us. So please feel free to give us a call.
Yes, and stay warm and safe on the roads today.
Oh my gosh, if you don't have to drive, don't drive. Stay home.
I'm staying here. I'll stay here.
Yeah. Stay home and just watch our show over and over again if you miss other seasons. And we'll see you next week, and hopefully it'll be in better weather conditions.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Bye.